What's up, video fam? Okay, it is time for episode 2 on car rides with Legacy. Obviously, we are not in the car. Unfortunately, I know this is a bad start to car rides with Legacy. Episode 2, we're not even in a car. But as some of you might know, I got hit a little while ago. So my car is in the shop being fixed at the moment. And yes, I do have a rental, but it is not equipped. It doesn't have the little like camera setup thing. So I tried to MacGyver it. It was not MacGyvering, so it just kept falling, and I thought it was dangerous, and I didn't want to mess with it, so I thought we would have a cozy little sit-down for episode 2. And I have a whole list of things that I'd like to make videos about, but I thought, due to the situation and this being a nice little sit-down like this, I thought it would be perfect for story time. And also, this past week, I got reminded of a story that I did. Anyways, so... Alright, so if you guys recall in episode 1, I mentioned that I am really good at making a fool of myself. Well, this story is a prime example. Before I start, I would like to have a disclaimer. Do not do this. It's the dumbest freaking thing in the world. I'm surprised I even did it. Don't do it. If you do it, you're responsible. I'm not responsible for this. Don't do it, okay? That's it. Just don't do it. This story is called the Cayenne Pepper Bath. At the time, I was kind of talking to this guy and seeing, hanging out with him and whatnot, but he wouldn't touch me. Like, it was kind of weird. I mean, like, when you're dating somebody, I mean, he wouldn't even give me a hug. That's like, he wouldn't share his blankets with me. He wouldn't get near me. I was like, what the fuck? Well, my skin is very sensitive, and if there's any kind of allergens or pollutions, or I'm stressed out, or anything's going on, my skin will react. So my skin just gets really dry. Well, at the time, I was going through some stuff, of course, and my skin was reacting, and it was all dry. So this guy is kind of like borderlining germaphobe, and he was being all weird. So I just got sick of it. I was like, why won't you share your blanket? What's the problem? Why won't you touch me? And he was like, you have scabies. This dumbass. I didn't know what scabies was. I've never heard of scabies. I was like, I'm freaked out. It was not scabies, by the way. Like, it was, of course, just my skin being normal. But it was like, I was tired. I was stressed out. My brain was not functioning at full capacity. And when he said scabies, I freaked out. So I went home and I Googled scabies, and it should have been very clear that that's not what that was. But I thought, you know what, fuck this. I've got to admit, I'm kind of germophobic too, just a little bit. And I was nervous. It scared me. Like, that's a scary thing. So I was in my mind at like 3 a.m. in the morning. I was like, if it's scabies, I'm gonna get rid of that tonight. So I Googled how to get rid of scabies at home. And one of the first things that popped up, and it was the only thing that I could do that night without going to the store and buying other things, was a cayenne pepper bath. So the instructions were, you make a bath as hot as you can stand it, you take a cup of cayenne pepper, you pour it in the bath, and you sit in it until the water cools off. Well, I did that, but it gets worse. Me being very overzealous, I actually poured cayenne pepper in my hands and rubbed it like this, all over, like that. Why in the world this didn't occur to me, that this was gonna burn like a mofo? There was even like a thing on the internet, it was like, people have said this is a painful way to do it. And I was like, oh, pain, I'm no wussy, I can do this, So I rubbed it all over my skin, and I get in the bath, and I'm just like, I'm in there, and like a minute into it, my entire body starts burning, like excruciating pain, burning. So I like fly out of the bath. I drain the water. I turn on cold water, And I hate cold water. I am not a cold water person. I can handle warm, I can handle cool air, but I'm from Arizona. I'm like a little lizard baby. I need the heat, I need warmth. So I turn on the cold water and I get under it, and like a poor little, you know the look on a cat's face when you put them in a bath? That was my face. I'm sure it had to be like in cold water, like completely miserable. If I stuck any part of my body out of the cold shower, it was excruciating burning. So I'm stuck in this painfully cold shower, and any exposed part is painfully hot. It was the worst. It was just the absolute freaking worst. So I pull out my phone again. Me and Google. I need to stay off of that sometimes. I Googled how to get rid of, like, pepper burn on your skin. This should have occurred to me because one Mother's Day, my little brothers got into a jalapeno plant and they burned the shit out of themselves doing pretty much the same concept. Don't know why it didn't occur to me, but we got a bunch of tea bags and we put it where it was burning, and the tea bags took away the burn. Well, this is all over my entire body. There's not enough tea bags. So I was like, so I Google other ways, and one of them is like, wash your body with dish soap. So I bolt into the kitchen as fast as I can. I grab the dish soap and I'm scrubbing my body with it in the cold shower, and it's not working. It's not working. I'm like, fuck. So it's not working. So I'm trying. I washed my body like 3 times, and the cold got so painful and so excruciating and miserable for me that I was like, this, I can't do it. And I was like, please, please, God, please take this away. Like, I am praying on my life. God, please take this pain away. It was probably some of the most excruciating pain I've ever been in. So I get out of the shower because I just can't take it. It's too miserable at this point. And I literally, like, I dry myself off, and wherever I put the towel, my body heat was like radiating in the towel, and it would heat my body more and it would burn more. So I was like, there's like no way out of this. I had some a better painkiller from, like, I think when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, which was years ago. But I was like, I'm desperate, I'm gonna try it. So I did. I took like this really heavy duty painkiller, and it took like 30-40 minutes to kick in. Well, for that 30-40 minutes, I turned on my fan, and I literally, like, I starfished like this in front of my fan, and that was the only way that it was like kind of bearable. It was the absolute, literally, I'm like starfished, and I'm like shaking like this. Like, my whole body was in shock. That is how bad it was. So finally 30-40 minutes go by, and it didn't take it completely fully away. It progressively got less and less, but it burned very solidly for an hour. And when I got into bed, it was still, my skin was like still like very sensitive. It felt like raw skin, like getting in my bed. It was very awful. It was very painful. To no one's surprise, it wasn't scabies. It didn't work. I literally just put myself through all this excruciating pain for absolutely no reason, which actually made my skin worse in the end. But yeah, my dumbass. That is the cayenne pepper bath story. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I lost my train of thought. Anyways, that's the cayenne pepper bath story. Not my brightest moment. Disclaimer, nobody do that. It's not a good idea. Don't do it. Do not do it. But anyways, yeah, that's it. That's the cayenne pepper bath story. To end, I have decided that I'm going to start asking you guys questions. And I want to say first, like, I want to say thank you to my subscribers, my like 3 to 5 subscribers that I have right now. You guys are bomb.com. Like, I'm gonna save your usernames, and like one day when everybody watches my videos, I will shout you out and everything. I so appreciate your guys' support and love. You guys are so amazing. Seriously, I can't even tell you how much that means you guys subscribe to my channel. I'm like, yes. Anyways, yeah, so thank you guys. And I've decided I'm gonna start asking you guys questions. So Question of the week is, what is the dumbest thing you have ever done? Because the cayenne pepper bath is the dumbest thing I've ever done. And also, I decided that if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Because it feels really awesome when somebody tells you happy birthday. So, anyways, yeah, happy birthday. I love you guys. Let me know what's up. Tell me what you think of my cayenne pepper bath.